Over the past 4 months, there have been 3 people that called 911. If I had to call anything a demon, it would be that.
Like, what did you hear? It sounded like a giggle, like a woman's like...
I made it 20 years. It was here that I got my first scratch.
I heard it unlatched, and then it swung over.
I just said that.
Wasn't this ball up there? Which ball? Wasn't that ball up on the couch?
The lady attacks people.
So I better pay attention. Something's going on here. My name is Justin Spurrier, and this is the 1858 Garnett House Hotel. It was built as the first home in the area that wasn't a log cabin. So the first stick-built structure in this area, and it was built on the highest point of elevation by a very prominent figure here in the community, D.W. Houston, who was the colonel of the military at the time. And it was built as a house, but wasn't a home for even quite a year. Within less than a year, we found an article that states how a storm came through, and the woman said it swayed in the breeze. So if you look at it from the front, it actually looks like it's leaned a little bit. And so she didn't want to stay here. So they moved out and built a log cabin just across the street and leased this to their son-in-law, who turned it into a hotel immediately. You know, in the hotel days, there was always additions happening. It was the biggest, and it was the only, and then it was the biggest and the best, you know, and they had to keep that reputation. So they would always add on, and it attracted a lot of people. Buffalo Bill Cody, Wild Bill Hickok, Bellstar, Bat Masterson. It was rumored that Jesse James had stayed here under one of his many aliases. He actually had a farmstead not far away from here. Possibly Harry Houdini. And those are just the ones that were found documented. It could have been a lot more. A lot of people that were maybe nobodies at that time that turned into somebody later. We don't know. There's so many rabbit holes to go down with this place because of its extensive history that we're still finding stuff even now. You know, when it was a hotel, there were traveling doctors that would come through. They would run these advertisements in the newspapers, specifically targeting women and children, it seemed, in a lot of their advertisements. So that theme was like started very early as far as this, you know, building. It was actually in 1950, husband and wife doctor purchased it, and we actually purchased it from them or their family in 2017. So yeah, it was a doctor's office for many years. This was the doctor's laboratory, so it can be used as a kitchen, I suppose. I mean, we eat off of the old x-ray table where there were operations and everything that happened on this table. But this was also their laboratory where they did little minor surgeries, maybe other surgeries. We don't know how minor that is. X-rays, but they also mixed their own medication here. So a lot of that happened in here. This is where they mixed their own solutions, and if they thought you needed more of this ingredient and a little bit of this and that, then that's what you got. And but there are signs of like the blood splatter here that on the ceiling. You can see the trajectory of it splattered there. I can't tell you why that's there. There are some water spots which are different. We've had these tested, but there are definitely blood splatters. My personal theory is that the centrifuge they have to spin the blood samples is actually over here on the shelf. And at the time, it's right here. At the time, it was when we purchased it was down here. So let's just say like maybe it was spinning, maybe the lid came off, and you know, or it wasn't sealed, and that would make sense to me. Sorry for those out there who think that there was an axe murderer right here, because that's what people do, is make up their own stories. But I try to give it to you as as honest as I think it is. But as far as axe murderers, there was one that lived in the attic. Whether or not he did it, I don't know. I think he could have been framed, but we don't know yet. We're still looking for those answers.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you guys can get that tonight.
Hopefully we can.
You know, the doctor's office, we don't know the original configuration. It's been changed so many times over the years, but we do know from like the 50s on, when it was the doctors that were here, they used this as their main entrance. So this was actually their waiting room for their patients, and there were waiting room chairs all the way around, and so he had his practice one way and hers was the other. So they were, you know, working independently yet as a team, and it's some interesting stories even the locals today come in and tell me. So, you know, not going into all that, it's like makes you wonder. Just, you know, they were doctors, and they had dreams and goals, and we don't know what those dreams and goals were, but there were some shady stories coming out. So it's interesting for sure to think about what might have happened even after the gruesome things in the past that happened here. You know, did it continue on? I don't know, but definitely is an interesting building. But this room here is known as the Grinner Room to a lot of people. For me, it's kind of everywhere else but that room, but definitely things in that room that are that are happening, and I can't say it's him or who it is. I will say over the past 4 months, there have been 3 people that called 911. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you in the email when we were communicating. One of the groups managed to capture it on audio, thankfully. One group ended up barricading themselves in here. What I remember is they were outside and saw a figure walk through the yard, and they got kind of frightened, ran back in, because it was an all-girl group. And they thought there's this strange guy at like 2 in the morning, whatever it was. And then they thought maybe they should go back out, and nothing's going on. They went back out, and when they opened the door, was standing at the back door, and they said it was just huge, and it just took one step towards them, and they ran in here, grabbed whatever they could find as a weapon, and called 911. They said while they were waiting, the whole place sounded like it was being trashed, which I've captured on audio a similar thing before, but nothing's moved out of place. Of course, they're not recording at the time. Right. Cop comes, opens the door, that's the moment it stops. And these are all on record. With the exception of one of them, because they called me, and then I called the police for them, and I called them directly. But the other group was upstairs, and this was like an 80-year-old man and another lady. These aren't people that are out trying to make YouTube videos go viral, right? And they're upstairs in what we call the pink room, and they said the same thing, and it said it lasted for 15 minutes. And when you hear that, you're like, come on, 15 minutes of destruction and movement, but they forgot they had a recorder sitting up here. And so when the cop comes, you hear him he's like, dude, it sounds completely human. I mean, there's someone trashy. You can hear him walking, breathing, shuffling through stuff, and they're upstairs just sitting silent, waiting thinking someone's in the house. Yeah. But yeah, this room seems to be, whenever it happens, it's happening in like that room and this room, they say. So I take this real seriously. I don't just go around saying everything's a demon. Right. I don't like that. In fact, I don't even know if ghosts exist. I'm being real. I believe in alternate realities and timelines, and we don't know. It could be ourself. It could be, it could be something entirely conscious. Just a conscious, one consciousness, and we're interacting with it somehow. I don't know. So to say it's a demon, I don't know. But if I had to call anything I've ever experienced in like 30 years that as a demon that I've seen and interacted with, it would be that. I made it 20 some years, and then it was here that I got my first scratch. And not just a little, it was like huge scratch all down my neck. And I was on the roof winterizing, and there's no trees, it just happened while I'm talking on the phone to my wife about how she had a weird dream about this place. And I thought, the timing of it, and all of a sudden I get scratched. So I'm like, this is in the beginning days of us getting this. I better pay attention. Something's going on here. I saw what everyone else started seeing later. I didn't go out and make it public and say, because I barely post. Mm-hmm. I don't post anything. I take notes in an actual notebook. And I was saying, this is what I saw, and I had teeth, and I put it away, and then the reports started coming in. And this is before we even rented this out. It was just live streamed back then. And people would watch the cameras, and see these things, and then they would get visitations, and they would explain what they had visiting them. And I found that very interesting, because it's exactly what I had seen. One lady had had a guy paint this for her, of him standing. This is the bookshelf right here, that he was leaning on. So you can see he's a large guy. Right. But as far as researching demonology and everything and going into it, I'm on your trail, buddy. I know who I think it is, but I'm keeping that for myself right now. But just because of the signs that we're given and the characteristics and the interactions, and I think I'm figuring it out, but I just know something's not right, and it's happening. So come on out tonight, Grinner. Yeah. Great. So this room has been called the Cowboy Room lately, and I think that's just kind of like paying respect to, tying in that part of history, basically, those guys because people that come here come for different reasons. Some come as a grinner hunter, and some come as, wanting to find answers of what really happened. Some come to talk to cowboys, and we had a lot of cowboy history. It was a Wild West town, so we figured we'd have at least one room with a pair of cowboy boots, and that's pretty much the extent of it. But this would have been the least active room out of everything for years, until then it suddenly became the most active for whatever reason. A lot of people know Sarah. She was just one of my personal dolls collection that I had, and I brought her here I don't believe that, you know, she was probably the one and only that I would say, if I had to say that items can have an attachment or be haunted, that, you know, that would have been the one that. Oh,
Okay, we weren't moving.
that was interesting.
We were
We're
not
all
moving
standing.
that.
Hello? Can you do it one more time for us? Please?
That was weird.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Very cool. So I do that
Did you
with
hear that?
that growl.
It was I heard a loud crash too.
Oh, I didn't. I heard it.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
like
heard
the.
that, and there was a loud crash. It sounded like a door or something fell downstairs.
Oh, dang, I was talking.
I didn't even hear.
Oh, it definitely came from back this way somewhere. It sounded like, I don't know, it sounded like something fell or a door. I don't know.
Dang, hopefully one of your cameras caught it.
I couldn't tell if it was like a door or if it was
It
something.
would almost have to, because if it was here, okay, so we would have definitely.
It sounded like it was down, like it came, I heard it behind me this way, like
So-
back towards the staircase.
Okay.
Because there's nothing on the ground in here. None of these dolls fell.
Scared me.
None of these dolls fell or anything.
No. And I have that door shut, but they'll sometimes open that door. Oops, that was me. I don't have a. There we go.
Not on the ground in here or anything, right? That door just opened. That door just
It's opened?
That door just opened on camera.
You had me in film, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You weren't near it. I heard it unlatch.
I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it unlatch, and then it swung open.
I just said that. I keep it shut, and
You were
it's been
just-
shut for over a week.
You were just talking about the whole manifestation thing,
Yeah.
though.
And oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, I stepped in, and I heard the door handle click, and he was over here.
Yeah.
And I watched it open.
So I want you to note this. You can only take my word for it, but these balls, this is just sitting on a ladder.
Yeah.
That will sit. That's been there now since I was here last, which was a week ago.
Right.
It was actually a little over a week now, a week and a day. So last Saturday, I put that there. That has not moved. That has
Yeah.
not moved. Like you
Right,
walk
you walk
around
around
it,
and-
there was a group here, and it's still there. So that to me tells me a couple things. People were obeying the rules and not running and stomping and,
Right,
and
right.
climbing up the stairs, or else they're good at putting it back. But it stayed there.
Yeah.
So I have lots of videos of like things just fall. Everyone says, "Oh,
Yeah.
they're just placed on." Yeah, but they'll last through a thunderstorm
Right.
and then out of nowhere on some Wednesday afternoon it'll just fall.
Right.
And that's so interesting. I just wanted you to know that's why that ball's there before
Right.
the viewers say, "He just stuck it
Yeah.
there," and
But the door.
That door is crazy.
but the door, yeah.
I heard it unlatch too. That's the thing. Like.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard the click, yeah. I wasn't even in the room.
Swings open. That's crazy. I was pointing right at it. So.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I still don't know what fell downstairs.
yeah, we need to check that out because that's got me. If it was this way, then it would have to be in Christine's
Yeah, it
room
was-
or the Grinder room,
It was
right?
definitely. It came from the stairs. I heard it from the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, we need to see. That's got me like,
Yeah.
because you heard it. And I'm
Oh, it was
like,
loud.
I didn't.
It might have been.
Did we close this door?
See?
Maybe. That doll's done.
That doll's on the ground. That doll's on the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
And that
That's
was-
not what you heard though, because that's not
No.
going to make noise.
Right.
But that doll was definitely up there before because I filmed it.
Yeah.
Did we close that when we left through?
That's what I was trying to remember.
I
I don't think we
don't
closed
I
it.
went through first. You were the last one through.
I can't remember.
I
Check-
might
look
even.
at the camera. Yeah, I don't see anything out of place in here either.
No.
I don't.
Weird. Wow. Well,
Well,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
no problem.
And let's just get into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are down here in Kansas. We're back at the Garnett House Hotel.
So recently on the channel, we've been getting told there's a bad lady following us. So we decided to come here and try to figure out what's going on. We're actually hitting this location and the Sally house on this trip. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, over the last few investigations especially, we've been getting things like Sally and followed and attachment, but then it seems like it says it's from the Garnett house too. So we're really not sure which one it's from. So we're gonna do both within the next few days, which is kind of freaky because this place is terrifying. We've had a lot of crazy stuff happen here. Our last video here, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. And even during the history tour tonight, insane activity already.
Yeah, so we're gonna have our work cut out for us tonight. We're gonna start off with some solos. You're going inside first, and we'll see what the house has in store for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and we're gonna do the whole house solo. So I'm going on the first floor for a little while and then up to the second floor, which is where all the dolls are and the stuff that moves and it's scary. So That'll be a good time, and then we'll get in there, do our investigating, and then you'll be doing your solo. But let's see if we can figure out some answers on either if this thing is following us from here, or maybe it is from the Sally house.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Oh, man. I hate it here, and as soon as I get out here, you guys are going to see why. One, it's 30 degrees. Two, this is what it looks like for me. Yeah. So we're going into IR. All right, so now that we're in IR, we're on the first floor here at the Garnett house, and this place is awful. It's so dark in here. There's weird hallways everywhere. There's a ton of doorways that they have closed to keep the heat in certain areas. So I just heard a voice. I already heard a voice. I couldn't tell if it was upstairs. I'm gonna go into this room to start. Oh my God, it's so dark in here. Already tonight, we've had a couple weird things in this room. When we were upstairs filming B-roll, we came back down, and the doll that's up on the bookshelf over there was on the ground. So that's pretty bad. This doll to the left actually fell while we were upstairs as well during the history tour. So far, 2 dolls in this room have moved tonight. This is also the room that's pretty heavily associated with the Grinner, which is the giant shadow figure, possibly demonic negative entity that hangs out in this house, which is a super awesome thing to say out loud in the dark. So yeah, we're gonna start in here, I think, and see if we can do, maybe we'll do an EVP session in here quick before we head upstairs to where all the other scary dolls are. I don't think you'll be able to see it in infrared, but you can see your breath inside. It's absolutely freezing. It's like, I think 8 degrees outside right now, so that's pretty awesome. But let's do an EVP session in here, see if we can make contact with maybe the Grinner or this bad lady that's allegedly following us. Like I said before, we go upstairs, so let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. I've been to the house before. Do you recognize me? We were told that something from this house followed us, a bad lady. Is she here tonight? Is the Grinner in this room with me? One, 2, 3. Let's see.
Do you recognize me? We were told that something from this house followed us, a bad lady. Is she here tonight?
Say yes she is, like yes she is.
We were told that something from this house followed us, a bad lady. Is she here tonight? Is the Grinner in this room with me? 1, 2, 3.
There's something right there. Hold on.
Is the Grinner in this room with me? 1, 2, 3.
I can't quite make out what that says. It's almost like 2 words or like a 2-syllable word. I can't quite figure it out. But it does sound like it says the bad lady is here with us tonight. So that's awesome. Can't wait to hopefully not see her. No offense if you're in here. I'm sure you're wonderful. But not a great start, I don't think. That's not awesome. As long as one of these dolls doesn't move while I'm in here, we'll be a-okay, I think, because dolls ain't my thing. But let's keep moving. Let's move upstairs. There's a lot of rooms upstairs to hit, so let's get out of this room and see what else Garnett has. All right. Oh my God, it's so dark out here. This is, okay, again, this is what I'm seeing right now. It's so dark. I can't even find the button. Oh my God. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Great stuff. Oh, also fun fact, that is a casket with most of a real human skeleton. All it's missing is the skull. It's an old Oddfellows skeleton that was in town in the Oddfellows Lodge, and now it is here. So, hello to you. Yeah. Let's oh boy. Let's go up there, I guess. Wow, that's really bad. Here we go. Coming upstairs. Hopefully that's okay. Man, oh man, it's dark up here. So, if you guys were in our live stream the last time we were here, you remember that doll in that cabinet up there opened when I was in the bathroom behind me, sitting in the haunted tub, and knocked a ping pong ball off. Well, there was nobody else up here. So that's fun. It's hard to breathe up here. I don't know if that's just my nerves or what, but I have like a tightness in my chest in this area, which is also where I was standing last time when I had those scratches up here on my neck. I was standing essentially right where I am right now. So that's super awesome too. Have I mentioned I love it here yet? Yeah, let's move into this room that they call the cowboy room. There's a cowboy boot or two, I guess. And we'll go from there. It's spooky as hell up here, guys. You got dolls everywhere. Some of them play music, which is unfortunate. A lot of them seem to move on their own, which is also super unfortunate. Let's just kind of listen for a second. I'm going to listen before I do another EVP and ask some questions. Let's see. Is there anybody up here with me? If there is, could you make a noise? Maybe move a doll. Say something out loud. My name is Steve. I'm just here to talk to you. We're going to be here for a while tonight. Oh, awesome. This is apparently a doll named Sarah, I guess. She moves a lot, or hasn't moved in a while, but used to move a lot. Let's hope she sticks with the track record of not moving a lot right now. Hello? So that's the door earlier that opened on its own during the history tour that we caught on camera. Which is, again, super cool to be up here by myself in the dark. I have a device with me that should be able to record your voice. If you have something you want to say to me, it might make it a little bit easier for you. It's this little silver box. I'm going to set it on this table, this little nightstand, okay? So on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Come up to it and speak into it as loudly and as clearly as you can, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can I have your name, please? Who moves the dolls? Is there something evil in this house? Do you mean us harm? One, 2, 3. Let's see what we got. It's mighty, mighty cold in here. All right, let's go. Let's see.
Can I have your name, please? moves the dolls? Is there something evil in this house? Do you mean us harm?
Nothing. Okay, so very quiet on that one, which is interesting because I did get something downstairs. So maybe whatever it is hanging out downstairs right now. I'm okay with that. That's super fine by me. But let's keep moving. We got a little bit more ground to cover up here before we go downstairs and meet up with Dylan for the full investigation. So I guess let's head this way or into this room. Do you not want to talk to me tonight? What was that? I thought I just heard a voice. Hello? Hello? Like, why? Why are they propped like that? Can you move one of these dolls for me? A couple of them have moved tonight when we're not near them. I'm right in front of it. Can you move one? Give it a push off that cabinet. Are you strong enough to do that? I'd love to see it. Knock one of these off. Knock her out of the chair. Play music with one. I know there's one in the other room that plays music. What can you do? Come on. Do something. It's the only time you're going to get me alone tonight. Try to scare me. Dylan will be coming back here later by himself. But this is your only chance to scare me while I'm by myself. What can you do? Where's this grinner? Or the bad lady? Is she from this house? Not gonna be up here much longer. If you're so strong and you're powerful, on the count of 3, do something big, make a noise, move a door, knock a doll over, play music. Do something. 1, 2, 3. It's silent. It doesn't even really have that like creepy feeling up here. It felt creepier up here earlier. Like I feel okay right now, which is I'm surprised because I thought I was gonna be really freaked out up here. But I feel okay right now, besides it being cold. Guess I'll head back downstairs. Oh, I missed a step. I'm gonna fall down the stairs. Well, I'm coming back up later with Dylan. I expect more from you then. Let's go back down here. Meet up with Dylan. And we'll kind of get this going. Weird first session. The one possible EVP in the Grinner room that says yes, she is, for the bad lady being here. Nothing on the EVP upstairs. No movement. No dolls doing anything, no doors, no music. Pretty calm. I'm okay with it. Little weird feelings down here before. Felt pretty good upstairs. Maybe they're just saving it from when we're together or when Dylan's by himself, but that's it on this solo. Let's go meet up with Dylan.
All right, guys, so we're downstairs in the Grinner room right now. You were saying it was pretty quiet during your solo?
Yeah, it was weird. I got one EVP during the solo. It was in this room. I asked if the bad lady was here, and it sounded like it said, yes, she is, which is super not great, I don't think. But other than that, it was a really quiet solo. I tried calling out the Grinner. I tried calling out this bad lady, trying to get him to move a doll. Nothing. It was really silent. I didn't even feel creeped out upstairs, which is weird because this house is scary usually.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I mean, just walking around setting up my personal channel's camera,
Yeah.
it's spooky in here.
Yeah, it's weird.
But we set up some equipment. We have a REM pod over on the stairs, see if they want us to go upstairs. We have Mel's just behind Steve and just behind me in the other room. So we can kind of see where they want to talk to us. We always have the DR60s
Right.
and the phone apps and whatnot we can try to break out. But I figured we start down here. And see
Yeah, because a lot of stuff here is visual and or auditory, like out loud while you're here. So a lot of it, we're just gonna be walking around asking questions, trying to get things to happen. We've had this door close on us last year. We had the door upstairs open earlier. So like a lot of things have been happening physically in the house tonight. So we're hoping for some more of that basically.
Yeah. Also, guys, I know we're talking really fast right now. It's because it's like 20 degrees in here, okay?
We are bad at planning, so we end up in places like Kansas and Iowa in the winter.
So sorry, but
I was just saying, something just blinked out there. I just saw it going off. Okay, so it's cold, but there's no draft in here. He has plastic on the windows. The doors are closed.
it's at a 0.4 too for EMF.
Can you touch the top of that device?
So, nah, actually.
I'm leaving. Can you go ahead and touch the top of that for us? It lights up and makes a different noise. There's also one in this room with us, and there's one on the stairs.
Yeah, it's holding at a 0.4. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. Probably not.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, you're kind of over there. Can you grab the top of it? The metal rod that's on the top of it.
That's down to a 0.3. Which that's another thing. It's not like it's holding like a 0.4 point. You know, it's fluctuating. It's going up and down.
And again, there's no drafts. He has plastic on the windows, like.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the screen. Probably not.
Is the Grinner here?
Oh, the minute you said Grinner, it went off.
No. Can you give us a big smile?
What?
I don't know. He's got nice teeth. The Grinner. Are you in that room? I almost said the Grinch. The Grinch.
Are you scared of that name? Oh, it's maxing out. What is that doing? Yo,
What the hell was that?
that was so weird.
It was like it like smacked it almost.
Yeah.
Like it went twice.
Can you do that again? One more time for me, please? It like went up to max
was
out. And then
weird.
Yeah, straight back down.
Grab the top of that again. If you are who they call the Grinner.
Or if you know the Grinner, if he's in this house right now, can you set that off? Or set off one of these devices we have set up?
What about the bad lady? Oh.
Max out.
If you're the bad lady, step away from that so it stops. Step back.
Oh, what is that doing?
Step back.
Okay.
Why are you a bad lady? What does that mean?
Could it be one of the doctors?
Maybe.
Did you do bad things to people here?
There was a female doctor here.
Yeah.
It was husband and wife.
That's what Justin was saying. He's like, maybe they did some weird experimentations.
Well, didn't he say her practice was this way too? Because that was the waiting room, and then they would go off to the different practices.
Right.
And nobody was allowed upstairs, but they found this like chair with restraints on it and everything in there.
Yeah.
Did you do things you weren't supposed to do here? Okay, that's the temperature.
Yeah. It's back up to a 0.4 too. Can we step into that room with you?
Did one just go off? I thought I heard one REM hit. I couldn't tell which one it was.
Oh, I don't know.
Like like different than the temperature. It sounded like a one little like blip of the actual REM function.
I don't even know. If you want us to stay in here, can you set off one of the ones over here? Either the Mel in the Grinner room, the REM pod on the stairs.
Or knock a doll off of whatever it's on. So far tonight, one of these and that one up there have both been on the ground when we came back downstairs. Move one for us. Or if you can hear us upstairs, knock the ball off the ladder. Do something.
Or if this is the Grinner, Justin's been doing a lot of research. What was that? Did you hear that?
No.
It sounded like, I couldn't tell if it was like a snap or someone going shh.
Oh, no, I didn't even hear it.
It was towards that, like back towards the break room.
That's our safe space.
Yeah.
That's where the heater is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's why they're back there.
Well, true. No, it sounded like someone went shh.
I didn't even hear it.
It like echoed though.
No, I didn't even hear it.
He thinks he knows your name. Not whatever name you give people.
Did you hear that?
Like talking?
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
That sounded like it was upstairs.
Yeah.
It was a few words. It sounded female. It was like, woo, woo, woo. Is the bad lady upstairs? Come down here. We came here to talk to you. Or to drop you off, I guess, if you've been following us. We're not afraid of you. Give us something to be afraid of. Do something. I tried that on my solo too. I was like, scare me out of here. This is the only chance you're going to have me up here by myself.
Right. Because he had said that multiple people have called 911 because they thought someone broke in.
Yeah, in the last like 4 months.
And one of the gentlemen had a recording of it, and even the cop was like, that sounds like someone broke in.
He sounds like there's people in here moving things around and like
breathing.
Yeah.
And
do that.
slam this door right here.
Yeah, but get out of the way.
Slam this door. Move the table.
You're also in that doorway.
The one that closed last time. Yeah. Well, can't really win here, I feel
And
like.
I got raggedy asshole over here behind me.
That's a new one. Close one of these doors. Drag a table. Drag one of the chairs.
Sorry.
Nothing personal. We came here because we wanted to see how powerful you are. This bad lady is from this location. You should have a lot of power here, right? Your home base.
Step back. Thank you. Are you out here by the stairs? I can't see a thing.
It's dark in here.
It's so dark.
Here, actually, this is a good setup because when the door closed last time, we
I
were
was
kind of
in
split
here.
up like this.
Yeah. I don't know if that means it's a good setup.
Well, I mean,
This is why I hate this room, though. There's 3 doorways in here, not to mention a body.
right.
Hello?
If you want Steve and I separate, you have a great opportunity to separate us right now. This door right in the center. Go ahead and close it.
We're not afraid of you. You've scared a number of people here recently. Why won't you scare us?
Do you not think that you can? Seemed like you might have been trying to earlier in the night.
Move a doll. We've been asking for it all night. Knock one off whatever they're sitting on. Any doll. Show us how strong you are. Check this out.
Super impressed.
They're like,
How about this?
do you hear this? That's what we want. We want you to move a doll. Or have the one upstairs play music. You want to try Spirit Talker?
I was just saying, fire
Yeah.
up Spirit Talkers.
Fire that up for a minute. See if you got anything to say. Show me that big smile.
All right, Spirit Talker is cooking.
I wish we were cooking. It's cold.
Yeah, freezing in here.
Don't you worry, we're coming upstairs in a minute. So if you're hiding up there, we're gonna come up. Also, I'm sorry, Christine, we're not talking mean to you. You're a wonderful woman.
It said roam.
Roam, like move around?
Yeah, like roam around.
I just walked into a wall. Okay.
It's at a 0.6 now.
Why do you want us to roam around?
Illegal.
It's illegal to roam.
Do you think we're not supposed to be here? You think we're breaking the law? I'm going to turn that I'm not going to turn the temperature off.
What is that doing? 0.7?
Step back. Step back so it stops.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off the temp.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you think we're not supposed to be here? Do you think we're breaking the law? Think we broke in?
Do you give people the name David because of the biblical connotation?
It's a big word.
Yes. Word of the day, connotation. The lady attacks people.
The lady attacks people.
So do it. I mean, I did get scratched last time.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That was upstairs too.
Yeah. You had me alone earlier, ma'am. Why didn't you do anything? It did say, that's the only thing I got an EVP about too, though. I said, is the bad lady here? And it sounded like it said, yes, she is. It's the only thing I got a response to.
That's interesting.
So if you're here and you attack people, do something. We're asking you to do anything. Knock a doll over, close a door, stomp your feet, yell, scream, scratch me again.
You've had people be so scared in this location they call the police because they think someone broke in. Why don't you give us the same interaction? Are you scared of us? Do you not think you can intimidate us? You don't want to waste your time?
We're gonna come upstairs.
We're trying to figure out if this... Wonderful.
That's great.
Awesome.
I would love you to come upstairs.
We're trying to figure out if this bad lady has been following us to all these different locations. Seems like we've had something with us for quite some time, or maybe multiple things, that follow us around, that interrupt the conversations that we're having at all these different places that we go to.
It's kind of rude.
We've been told that whoever it is preys on whoever's there. Somehow they get energy from them.
We're also going to try this experiment tonight. I've been solo. We're going as a group right now through the house. And then we're going to leave cameras completely alone in the house. One downstairs, one upstairs. We won't even be in here. And then he's going to come in solo again to see if the activity is any different when there's one person, two people, nobody. See what they, are the most comfortable with, maybe what they interact with the most.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see if the activity ramps up.
Well, especially because of the things that have happened with the door closing tonight and the dolls moving on their own, like having the house completely alone with the cameras and maybe something like that will happen again.
Right.
Because the stuff's been happening. The only thing that's happened in front of us was the door.
Right.
Everything else, the dolls are moving when we're not on that floor.
Yeah.
Right. So that'll be interesting to see. We'll leave the cameras in here. We just told them our plan. Ignore that. But
it's not for you.
But maybe that'll spike something up, and then you can come in and do your solo after, or see if that, you know what I mean? Like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think it's about the time to get upstairs.
Yeah.
And see if we can run into this lady that attacks people.
Let's find out.
Let's do it. All right, so we're going upstairs now, trying to make contact with the bad lady and or the grinner. I'm going to fall.
Apparently attacks people.
Oh my God, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I had to flip my viewfinder around. I was entrusted.
That would have been a good idea.
Did you hear that?
What? No. What'd you hear?
What? Actually, what was that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
Like-
what did you hear?
It sounded like a giggle, like a woman's like.
Oh, I literally didn't even hear it.
That was so strange. That was so loud.
I didn't hear it. Where did it come from?
So, I don't know. It was so loud.
Hello? Was it a woman or one of the dolls?
It sounded like a woman.
Oh, that's less scary, I guess.
That was crazy.
Set this right here for a second.
Yeah.
It's not on. But... Hello? I like to laugh. What's funny? Are all the dolls where they are supposed to be?
I think so, right?
Let's see. Oh my God, I can't see anything.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they're all.
I can't believe you didn't hear that. That was
Yeah,
so loud.
I didn't hear it at all. They're all still up here. Hello, everybody. Tripping, can't see. Everybody in here where you're supposed to be? Yep, they're all where they're supposed to be. Yeah, I think we're good. Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Wasn't this ball up there?
Which ball?
Wasn't that ball up on the couch?
I can't even see it.
The one that's on the ground?
Yeah, it was up there.
That they call the cowboy room? When did that move?
I don't know. Yeah, it was in.
I don't remember from my solo,
Right, where it would have been.
but I feel like I would have seen. That was the first thing I noticed when I just walked in here.
Yeah.
I'll have to look back. Okay.
That's bizarre. I'm gonna set this somewhere here.
That's super weird, actually. Because that ball's been up there all day.
Right.
It was on the love seat thing the entire day.
That's like what, the fourth thing that's been moved then?
When we were in the area. That's why I'm excited to leave the cameras.
Yeah.
Because it's happening when we're not near it, which then rules out like us moving around. You know what I mean? Anything like that. Everything that's moved besides the door, we were not near.
Right.
At all. That's weird. And you know what else is weird? We didn't hear it.
No.
Well, we're downstairs in the back break room, right? Like, we're downstairs getting warm.
It's got some like.
If that fall, like, I feel like we would hear that.
Right. Yep. You got away from me.
Like, it's been sitting up here.
It was like tucked in that corner.
Wasn't it like up here?
I think so, yeah.
Or was it on the arm?
I can't remember. It was somewhere in that vicinity.
We'll have to look.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like if that falls, right? Like, we're hearing that. We're hearing that downstairs. How do we not hear that?
I don't know.
Let's put it back up there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Why don't you move something when we're up here? I walked into the ghost crystal thing.
Ghost crystal thing.
Well, Crystal, our good friend, thought this was a ghost last time we were here. Alas, it is not. Why can't you move something when we're up here? I'm getting kind of annoyed, just so you know.
Getting kind of tiresome.
You do all this stuff when we're not around? Move something. Turn one of the dolls on. Make them play music. All these guys right here. One of them plays music. Do it. You scare other people out of this house. You make them call the cops. If you're so strong, knock something down right now.
We've been told that you're so powerful. Some people describe you as a demon. If you have all this power, why don't you show us? Clearly you can tell we're skeptical. You could make us believers right now. You could show us how powerful you are. We're filming right now. This would be a testament. You would prove us wrong.
I don't think you can do it. There's 40 dolls up here. Ping pong balls, kickballs. If you move everything when we're downstairs, you should be able to do it when we're upstairs.
Ooh, that was like someone coming up the stairs.
That was icky.
That was like multiple steps.
Yeah, it was like boom, boom.
You know what I just got the image of? Someone like crawling the stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought too.
Literally.
Yeah, like on their hands and feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You gonna do something? Had enough of us?
Or somebody tripped down the stairs.
Damn it.
Like, I was trying to sneak away and it's very dark.
Falling up the stairs?
Been there.
Yep.
Do it again. Just go back in here for a second. This is like the one room I didn't really spend any time in during my solo. So this is the door that opened earlier. Mm-hmm. Knock that ball down. Give it a little push.
Oh, that was downstairs too.
You heard something else?
Yeah. Another like knock or a crash or something.
But that's what I mean. So it's all night. Stuff's been happening where we're not.
Right.
Come on, knock that ball down. Open this door again. It's funny because, like, you know, at most locations you ask them to open a door and move something like once or twice.
Right.
But here it's so prevalent. And it's happened so many times tonight when we're not near it.
Right.
They should be able to do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thought process. Like, if they're, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 dolls move. Mm. The ball, a door.
In the past 2 times we've had 2 doors move.
That's what I mean. So it's like, okay, if they're doing all of this stuff when we're not near it,
right.
Why can't they do it when we're up here?
Right.
Why can't they do it when we're near it?
Unless it is like an energy thing. Maybe they have to follow some sort of rules.
Right.
Like,
but then so many people have gotten it on camera before. Right. So many people.
That's what's so confusing.
And like, we kind of got the door on camera.
Right. Is there a reason you don't do any of this for us? Are you scared of us? Do you not think you can intimidate us? What is it?
Who's the bad lady? Is she here? Did the grinner come upstairs? Come back out here, I guess, in the center.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it has been localized around the staircase since we got up here.
Yeah.
Well, this is where you got scratched last time, right?
Yeah, I was standing right there. Did you hear that?
What?
You didn't hear that?
What does it sound like?
A female?
I didn't even hear it now.
That was weird.
What did it sound like?
It sounded like it came from behind me, so like downstairs.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was like a whimpering or like giggling. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Can you do that again?
But again, it's downstairs when we're up here.
Right.
I'm excited to leave the cameras.
Yeah, see what happens. Is this the bad lady? Are you trying to talk to us individually? Or intimidate us individually? Why don't you do something we both can hear, we both can see?
Or if it's not the bad lady and it's not the grinner, feel free to do something. If you're just here, we're here to talk to you too. We want to talk to whoever wants to talk to us. Those things are creepy looking.
Dolls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you move one of these dolls, though, as you've heard me say repeatedly tonight. That's kind of what I did my solo. I just wandered.
Yeah.
Like, seeing if anything's following me around or if anything's in any of these other rooms. It's like...
Right. Let us know, guys, down in the comments as well, if you like the roaming style, or if you like when we kind of localize into one area, stay in one room or one hallway or something.
Pretty soon, we're going to leave the house. We're going to leave cameras in here. We want you to do something. Move a door. Move a doll. Scream, run, throw something. Show yourself. We won't be in here. It's kind of seeming how you like it tonight. Somebody was on the stairs again.
Yeah. Are you coming up to talk to us? If you're on the staircase, can you make a noise? Knock on a wall? Press on one of the steps?
I want something to move so bad because like it's been. That's what's so frustrating. It's like they have to take our word for it. You know what I mean? Like they have to genuinely believe us that we go downstairs, we come up and $1's on the ground.
Right.
We go back downstairs and there's $2 on the ground.
Right.
And like we gain nothing from saying that.
Right.
Because we didn't get it on camera. You know what I mean? That's an experience that we had. Mm-hmm. We can tell you about it because it's crazy and it's happening all night. Like we've had literally $4 or $5 be in a different spot when we've gone from one area to another.
Right.
But it's not on camera. So it's just a story. But it's like, that's why we keep like, do it, move it down. Like it's so frustrating because we want to get it on camera. We want you guys to see it because it is happening.
So with that being said, can you show us what you can do? Move a doll. If you can't do it in the room we're in right now, we're in the cowboy room, do it somewhere else.
There's dolls in every room up here. Give one a push.
That's what's so weird too, right? It's like this negative entity that follows us to all these different locations. It's supposed to be so powerful.
Right.
We bring it to what might be its home. Can't do anything.
Right.
I don't know.
Last chance before we leave. The cameras are up here and we're outside. We're not in here. And then Dylan will come back up by himself. About that time?
Yeah.
Let's set up the cameras. Let's leave them alone in the house. We'll go We'll go sit in the heated car and get warm. And then after that, you get to do your solo.
All right.
Let's get into it.
All right, into the cold. Here we go. Exciting stuff. Well, all right, guys. So I'm in here alone now. I'm gonna do a little bit of Vox. I think to start off with, I might go into the Grinner room, try some Vox, do a couple EVPs, see if they want to talk to me. Now that they had the house alone for a little bit, not entirely sure. It's been a really weird night so far. This is a really cool location. If you haven't already, make sure you check the description. I'm gonna have all the links down there below if you want to book this place. But I don't know, man. It's been really, really strange so far. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the Grinner room here. Hi. Grinner. Nice room. All right, so I'm gonna fire up Vox and see if we can get something cooking here. Maybe make contact with either the Grinner, the bad lady, whoever's hanging out in here. I'm not entirely sure, but a little bit of Vox. Turn up the volume. We're chilling. Hello? My name is Dylan. Can you give me your name so I know how to address you? Oh, that's it. Set this right up here, I think. Do you like that we're here trying to talk to you? Seems like you've been pretty standoffish. They're uncomfortable? Who's uncomfortable? Is it people from the Garnett House Hotel? People who visited during the Wild West days? Who's uncomfortable? Slow down? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm up from New York, so maybe we speak a little bit faster. Are we making you... Help? Are we... I don't know what that said. Are we making you uncomfortable? Is it us?
Look out!
That was really clear. Look out. Okay, what am I looking out for? Something dead? Oh, I don't like that voice. Who am I looking... It's like a kid's voice. Who am I looking out for? A lot of voices coming through really fast, though. Is it the grinner? Stop. What do you want me to stop? Oh, that's it. Can you move one of these dolls? 2 of the dolls in here moved 2 different times throughout tonight. Maybe open this door. We're not trying to be disrespectful. I close this door all the way. We're not trying to be rude. We're not trying to keep you guys up. We're not trying to take over your house. Then go. This is going to be the last session. I'm leaving after this, okay? We'll leave you alone. Heading to somewhere else, okay? We're just trying to get to the bottom of this here. To our understanding, someone from this location followed us. They've been interrupting our investigations at other locations, tormenting the spirits at all these other spots. That's why we keep asking about this bad lady. We're trying to figure out if she's from here, if she's from the Sally house, maybe Randolph County Infirmary. We're not entirely sure. That's why we're here. Could you maybe help us out a little bit? Can you tell us whether or not she's from this location? It was like tell him and then something else. All right, I'm gonna try something different now, okay? I'm gonna go into IR and I'm gonna try to do some EVPs, okay? Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Oh man, it's dark in here. Maybe you didn't like the light. Sorry if that's the case. Hopefully this makes it a little bit better for you. I'm gonna try to use a little silver box right here, okay? I'm sure you've seen it before. Steve used it earlier. So basically, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Once you see the red light on top of it, try to speak into it. Answer my questions, ask me questions, whatever, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Who is the bad lady? Is she from this location? Are we making you uncomfortable? Are you excited for us to leave? Three, 2, 1. All right, let's see if they had anything to say. Let's play back.
Who is the bad lady? Is she from this location?
Oh, it's like whispering.
Who is the bad lady? Is she from this location? Are we making you uncomfortable? Are you excited for us to leave?
Oh, that's a weird one.
Are you excited for us to leave?
It sounded like they're coming. I don't know. The second one, maybe it said it's him. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know down in the comments what you think it said. I don't know. Same thing with the Vox as well. If you think you can make out anything that I didn't make note of, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know with a timestamp. But I think I'm gonna go upstairs. Seems like you're not really too talkative down here. Maybe you're hiding upstairs. That's fine. Whatever. You're freaking me out. A little spooky looking. All right, I'm gonna switch back on a light. Go upstairs. Do kind of the same thing, I think. Same idea. And then that'll be it. I don't know, man. I feel like the stairs are weird here. I feel like this is where a lot of the activity is centralized, you know? Hello. How's everybody doing up here? Yeah, dude, total vibe shift. I don't know if that's just me, like my mental. I mean, nothing looks out of order. I don't see anything that's missing or moved, right? Ooh, I just got really dizzy. Ooh, that's weird. I don't know if I've ever experienced that. It's like disorienting up here. Ooh, I don't like that. Yo, I don't know how to describe that. Like, it's not like I'm dehydrated. Like, we ate just before we came here. I've been drinking water all night. It's not like, you know, typical ghost hunting trip, you know, type thing. I'm like really disoriented right now. Like, kind of like the spins almost. Feels like my head is spinning. It's really weird. So hopefully that's a good omen for this last session right here. It's a weird thing. I never thought I'd say. But, all right, I'm going to go into IR and see what we got cooking up here, I guess. I can't even like find the IR button, dude. I'm so out of it right now. It was literally like a wall. Walking up the stairs, I probably hit like one of these stairs right here, third or fourth step from the top, and it was just like totally disoriented. That's such a bizarre I can't even like begin to describe it. Such a weird sensation. All right, I'm gonna try Ghost Tube Seer. Thank you, Amy and Jared. Shout out Amy's Crypt for developing these apps that we can use. So I'm gonna try to see if they want to do anything with Seer. All right. Oh, immediately. What is that? I'll have to figure out here. It's like, here. What is going on there? Guy in the woods with a fire in the distance, looks like. Is that you? I don't really understand what you're trying to show me here. Maybe like some sort of ritual in the woods or something? Do they do rituals here? Is that what you're showing me? Is that why there's something negative here that hangs out? That's really bizarre. Right off the rip, too. I literally just opened it. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Can you show me a picture of you? Or how you present yourself, maybe? Same thing that I just did downstairs. A little silver box. If you speak into it, it should be able to hear your voice, okay? Most of the time we can't see you and we can't hear you. Let's step into the cowboy room. Ooh, I was smacked into that wall. Little guy freaks me out. All right, so I'm in the cowboy room now. I'm gonna do EVP session in here. I'm gonna move around this floor, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna leave you alone, okay? So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions in here, hopefully so I can understand a little bit better, okay? 3, 2, 1. Are you trying to say there were rituals here? Were you summoned to this location? Three, 2, 1. All right, let's see. I feel a lot better now, dude. I don't know if it was just being in that like central area next to the staircase or what it was. I feel like there's a lot of energy kind of radiating around that staircase, like I said when I was walking up, but that, dude, that was such a weird sensation. Yeah, I don't know, let's see.
Are you trying to say there were rituals here?
Oh, what is that?
Are you trying to say there were rituals here?
What does that say?
Are you trying to say there were rituals here? Were you summoned?
It's 4 words.
Are you trying to say there were rituals here? Were you summoned to this location?
That's so, dude, those are like vocal. Those are very, very close to the recorder. I can't make them out though. Again, drop a comment down below if you think you can make them out, timestamp and all. Dude, that was so weird. No offense. I'm sorry, I can't quite understand you. Sounds like maybe I'm on the right track, but I couldn't quite understand what you were trying to tell me. I mean, I guess I'll go back out into the entryway. I feel like this is where a lot of the energy comes from, right? All right, I'm gonna try this again, okay? Same thing. Once you see the red light, I'm listening, okay? So try to speak into this recorder as loud as you can, as clear as you can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Again, were you summoned here? Did you affect me just a moment ago? Made me feel ill? Do you have anything you want Justin to know? Do you want us to pass on a message to him? All right, let's see. Let's see if they say anything.
Again, were you summoned here?
Dude, again, that voice. It's like the same voice.
Again, were you summoned here?
Please don't hurt me.
Again, were you summoned here?
Or please come help me. It's either please don't hurt me or please come help me. Either way, not good.
Again, were you summoned here? Did you affect me just a moment ago? Made me feel ill? Do you have anything you want Justin to know? Do you want us to pass on a message to him?
I don't know, dude. That first one is heavy, though. I don't know what to make of that one. Please don't hurt me or please come help me. All right, well, getting towards the end of my solo here. Last few minutes up here, okay? Can you make a noise wherever you are? Move one of the dolls. One of the beach balls or whatever they have set up here. Knock on a wall. If you're not associated with the grinner or the bad lady, I apologize. I understand we've probably been kind of abrasive tonight. We've been trying to get to the bottom of this story, though. We're trying to figure out who's been following us and interfering with our investigations, okay? If you're from the hotel or the house, if you're one of the patients who pass through here, please understand that our frustration is not with you, okay? We're trying to get to the bottom of who's following us and tormenting all these spirits at these locations that we visit, interrupting our investigations, all that, okay? So I'm sorry if we upset you tonight. That's not our intent. But I'm gonna be heading downstairs now. I'm gonna go down, recap with Steve, and it's gonna be it. We're gonna be leaving the house. You can have it back. Thank you for interacting with us as much as you have. We appreciate it, okay? Just gonna do one last little lap here. Make sure nothing's out of place. Those are freaky. I don't know how I feel about those. All those are still up there. Dolls are still up there. I don't see anything out of place. That was such a weird sensation, dude. I thought someone was just behind me. It sounded like you know when you're standing in a line? You're standing in line, like getting lunch, getting food, whatever, at Subway, you feel someone walk up behind you. That's exactly what it just felt like. Almost like they're following me out. I don't know what to make of that. All right, here, I'm gonna do one more session in the light here. That's a freaky doll. Why are you staring at me like that? Crazy. I'm gonna do one more session in the light here. Go back right here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Are you following me right now? Can you say good night? All right, let's see what we got.
Are you following me right now? Can you say goodnight?
Oh, right there.
Say goodnight.
Something after it too. Definitely a good night though. Thank you, I appreciate it. Again, sorry if we got off on the wrong foot. Hope you have a great rest of your night, okay? Depending on who you are. All right, looks like everyone's still there. I don't know. No dolls moved, no doors out of place. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab Steve and it's gonna be a wrap on the Garnett House Hotel.
All right, guys, that is officially a wrap on our second night here at the Garnett House Hotel. Completely not what we thought was gonna happen here.
100%. I mean, we always hear stories about how active this place is and the dolls moving and everything, and you guys saw part of it on the history tour. And it's very frustrating, as we said earlier, that we couldn't capture a lot of it on camera, but this place is definitely active.
Yeah, we had a weird night while filming. We had crazy stuff when we weren't filming. Like you said, the dolls, I think 3 separate dolls moved from where they were in short periods of time. Yeah. We did get the door opening on camera, which was crazy. A couple weird things while we were investigating, like throughout the night, but definitely an active location. We're gonna have to come back here again because we're gonna catch one of those dolls on camera.
It's gonna happen, but I kind of changed my vibe at the end there. You know, I was kind of saying maybe this isn't the bad lady, maybe this isn't the grinner, and it seems like they got maybe a little more comfortable, so I'm not entirely sure if this entire time maybe they weren't here. Maybe it was like a Christopher Broadwell situation. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we had any answers on whether or not this is where the thing's following us from. So we'll have to see what we get in a couple nights here at the Sally House to see if it is maybe from there and that's what the issue is this whole time. But it's about that time. Let's get out of the cold. Let's get to our hotel and see what we get tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it.